welcome students. I am Beth H. Primo, your teachers for today. This is going to be an amazing and incredible discussion. So we are going to discuss about the approaches to curriculum improvement, but before that, let's know first the learning objectives. The learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to discuss the different kinds of approaches of curriculum improvement, compare and contrast the 6 approaches of curriculum improvement through a Venn diagram, and lastly is the value the importance of the different kinds of approaches of curriculum improvement. So, what is curriculum? Curriculum is considered to be everything that transpires the course of planning, teaching, and learning in an educational institution. Let us define approach. The term approach in this context refers to the various aspects of developmental process, including the assumptions, the purpose, the criteria, procedure, and the participant in curriculum development project. Curriculum improvement. The term curriculum improvement means continue or never-ending process. The main focus of the curriculum is to develop the students. So, what are the different kind of approaches to curriculum improvement? First is behavioral approach, second is managerial approach, third is system approach, fourth is academic approach, fifth is humanistic approach, and lastly is reconceptualist approach. So, now, the behavior approach is the base on the blueprint where goals and objectives are specified, contents and activities are also rearranged too much. The learning objectives. The learning outcomes are evaluated in terms of goals and objectives set at the beginning. This approach started from Frederick Taylor, which is aimed to achieve efficiency. In education, behavioral approach begins with educational plans that start with a setting of goals or objective. And this is important ingredients in curriculum implementation as evaluating the learning outcomes of behavior. The change of behavior indicated the measure of the accomplishment. Second is the managerial approach. In this approach, the principal is the curriculum leader, who is supposed to be the general manager. The general manager sets the policies and priorities, establishes the direction of change and innovation, and planning and organizing curriculum and instruction. So, school administrators are less concerned about the content, the subject matter, method, and materials that improving the curriculum. So, curriculum managers look at the curriculum changes as the administrator, the resourcer, and the instructor of school. So, when we say the system approach, this was influenced by system theory, where the parts of total school theory, where the parts of total school district or school are examined in terms they relate to each other. The organizational chart of the school represents a system approach. It shows the line staff relationship of personnel and how decision made. So the next is academic approach. This approach attempt to analyze and synthesize major position, trends, and concepts of curriculum. It tends to be grounded on historical and philosophical curriculum developments and to a lesser extent on social condition. This approach is concerned with comprehensive domains of schooling, including the study of education. It is visually scholastic and theoretical, hence also referred as traditional encyclopedic, synoptic, intellectual, and knowledge-oriented approach. Now, let's proceed in humanistic approach. This approach is progressive philosophy and child-centered movement. It considers the whole child and believes that in curriculum, the total development of the individual is the prime consideration. Learners of the center of the curriculum. Lastly is the reconceptualist approach. The reconceptualist approach is represent an approach to curriculum design without a model to guide the design, tending rather to focus on the longer ideological and moral issues relating to education. Not only the curriculum and not only the school, this approach is rooted in philosophy as well as social and political concepts. And that's all for today's video. Bye!